All right, so let's play. So I'm trusting you guys are doing this by yourselves every day, right? When you play, just going through the chords to listen and the hammer, right? So let's start with chord exercise number 1.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I want to start with? Do you remember the new strum that we talked about last time? The down, down, up, up, down, up. Let's try that. And then just for a minute, and then we're going to do chord exercise number 1. So go ahead and pull up chord exercise number 1, but I want to see how you're doing with this strum. All right, so let's do this together just on a C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or are you doing it faster than that? You guys are doing it faster. Let's have you play it for me so I can hear how you're doing it. So Abby, let's have you go. Perfect, perfect. Diane? Yeah, you guys are so fun to teach. Okay, Christina. If you mess up though, Christina, then I'm gonna have to take that back, so. No pressure.
No pressure.
Excellent, great job. Okay, so let's do, let's just for fun, let's try chord exercise number 1 using that strum pattern instead of the down, down, up, okay? So starting at the beginning, we'll play the C 4 times and then the G7 4 times. So 1, 2, like that, okay? So is that a good speed? Maybe a little bit slower? How we go? Just a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. 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 G7. 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 F. F, 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 G7, 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 C, C. Tell me if I'm going too fast, but it looks to me like you guys are keeping up. C. F, 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 G7, 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 F, 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 C, C, G7, G7, C, C, F, F, C, C, F, F, G7, G7, C, 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 F, F, C, C, G7, C, G7, F, How'd you do? It looked from here like you did fantastic. Okay, let's have you play the last 2 lines of that for me using that strum pattern. So Abby, let's have you go first. All right, awesome. Diane, play me the last line.
C, G7, F, C, C, F, G7, C.
Excellent. Christina.
Wait, start over.
Fantastic. You guys did great. Okay, I'm going to teach you a new chord. Go ahead and write out the chord chart thing. Remember this? We're going to learn a new chord. Can't see if you can see. There we go. Now this chord will seem pretty hard, but because you're using the right hand position, it's much easier. It's really hard if you don't know the right hand position. So let me show you why. You got to fit all 3 fingers inside that fret. If you're using this hand position, they're not going to fit, right? If you're using this hand position like you're supposed to, then they totally fit because they go, oops, right there, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3. That's your D chord, okay? And, okay, little tricky because you have to fit all fingers in there, but the whole key to it is the hand position, and you're already doing the right hand position. So Abby, let's have you play that for me. Excellent. Diane? Great. Christina? I'm going to teach you one more chord. Then we're going to do our songs. So go ahead and draw your chart again. And this chord is the opposite of D. It's super easy. It's one of those gift chords that you get every once in a while on the ukulele where you just say, oh, that's awesome. It's so easy. And this is the chord. It's C7. And look at that, how nice that is. So just right there, that's all it is. So first finger on the very first fret, the highest fret up there. Now make sure that you're not playing like this. Make sure that you're playing like this, remember? Okay, now the other thing is I don't want you to play like this with your hand down here. I want you to keep your other fingers up while you're doing it, okay? Because if you bring all your fingers down, it's really hard to go to the next chord. So keep your fingers up. So now I want you to play regular C, which is just same string, right? Now, same thing with C. I don't want your fingers down here, okay? I want your fingers up here when you play the C chord, okay? So Diane, get that where you're touching that tuning peg. There you go. So let's play C. Oops, let's play C. And then we're going to go to C7. And then back to C. And then C7. And then back to C. And then C7. Okay. Now, do you guys play piano? Do any of you play piano, or all of you play piano? Sorta? Okay, so let me show you what this does. Hey there, thank you so much. You too. Okay, so can everybody see my piano here? Okay, so when you play the C chord, you're playing this, which is 3 notes at the same time. 1, 3, 5, like that, okay? That's a C chord. Now, when we do the C7, we're gonna add this note to it, and it's gonna sound like this. Sorry, it's hard to hold and play. Let me do it with my other hand. You see how it has that extra note? Here's it without that note, and then here's it with that note. And the reason that it's called C7 is because this is the 7th note after this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's why it's called a C7, like that. So when we play the G7, this would be regular G, but we play that G7 with that extra note there. Now, that's not hugely important to know, but I just thought you might want to know why it's called a C7 or a G7, because it's really important that you don't ever leave the 7 off, because sometimes we'll play regular C, sometimes we'll play C7, sometimes we'll play G7, sometimes we'll play regular G. All the chords have a 7th version of it, okay? The ones that we know so far, the C, F, and G7, those are the most common chords. Now we're going to start learning some less common chords that open us up to some more things. All right, so play me the D chord again. What's the D chord? Now, Diane, remember the whole key to this is the key to playing D chord is, yep, there you go. That's the key. Good, now go to the C7. And then back to the D chord. And then back to the C7. Okay, great. All right, now, Diane, I want you to make sure that you don't bring your hand down like this when you play the C7, okay? Really work on that. Because what happens is if every time you play C7, you bring all your fingers down, then going to the next chord, you have to bring them back in. So you want to keep them up here so they're ready to go, okay? All right, very nice. Let's go now to, let's see, I think we've got You Are My Sunshine down. Let's do Shoe Fly. I think we have that one down too, but let's just play it for fun. Sorry. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, let's go a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 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 C. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Shoe Okay, can everybody play that? Just how we went? Yeah. So let's not even take the time to have you play, but I would like you to, well, it's up to you what you want to do, but I suggest that every day you just play over the songs that you know one time. That way you never forget them and you'll get them in your mind memorized so you can play them at a party. So let's do If You're Happy. If you're happy and you know it. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G7, C, C. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray. Okay, how'd you guys do on that one? It looked, again, to me like you totally have it. Everybody pretty much just got that. You don't need to even worry about it anymore. Yes or no? What do you think? Okay. All right. So let's just go on from that one too. Let's do Good Night Ladies. Okay. This one I'll have you play for me. Now, if anyone isn't sure about If You're Happy and You Know It, tell me so I can have you play it for me so I can help you with it. Okay. But if you think you've just got it, then we don't need to worry about it. You know why? Because you guys practice and you're getting all of this stuff. I don't normally do this in classes, but I hate to keep you playing just this, like I want to get you onto more stuff. So I'm trying to do that. But if I ever say, let's just go on and you're having trouble with something, you make sure that you say, no, Liz, we need to work on that. Okay. All right. You guys, I think, played that better than me, which also reminds me of the #1 rule of ukulele. If you make a mistake, sing louder. Okay. So just keep on singing and then you'll catch in. All right, here we go. Good Night Ladies. We'll do a little bit slower on this one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G7, C, C. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We hate to see you go. Good night. And I forgot the hit at the end. So far you guys are doing so much better than me on everything. I have had a day that you just wouldn't believe. In the middle of one appointment and 2 other appointments show up and stuff go crazy. So anyway, just crazy day. All right, Abby, let's have you play first. Awesome, very nice. Okay, good. Diane.
Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. I hate to see you go.
Okay, you're doing great except for one thing. So on the intro and on the last line where you have this C hit, you got to remember to do the down strum on the C and then the hit.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, so let's just have you just play the intro for me. Yeah, you got it. Okay, great. All right, Christina. Okay, great. I want to just see something for a second. Everybody just play the C chord for me with the down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, just the C chord. One. Let's see, Diane, I want you to move your screen down so I can see your ukulele better. Can you do it, or maybe just move a little farther back? Okay, great. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 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 C. Okay, great. Now, what I want you to make sure of, everyone, is that it's not sounding like this. It should sound like this. Not like this. You don't want to hear individual strings, okay? Later, you will learn things where you do that on purpose, but you need to be able to do this. It needs to sound as if, like on the piano, when all the keys went down at the same time. That's what it needs to sound like, okay? And you just want to work on that. Okay? Now, the other thing too is when you play, don't put these two fingers together, all right? Don't do that. Don't do like this. I just want you to use this finger, okay? Down. Diane, instead of holding your fingers like this, see if you can let it go and just do this one. See how all my fingers are out? So I'm only strumming with this one finger, but all my other fingers are just there. Do you see how that's working? It's a very relaxed strum. When you go like this, it's a little bit more tense and not as loose. If you do this, it's a really nice loose. Can you stand up, Diane? Because I can't see very, very well. Just for while we do this. Okay. Okay, now you're kind of bringing your fingers in. I want you to just let them go. So it's as if you're going like this. Boom, boom, every time you strum. Out. So can you do it, Diane, so that instead of going like this, that you're actually like that? There you go. Yeah. Now try strumming for me. Unmute yourself though so I can hear. Okay, now what I want you to do, Diane, is I want you, instead of going out, I want you to just go down. Still keep doing that, but you're just gonna be going down.
It takes concentration.
I know, and this is the thing, is everybody has their own strum. So you can find your own. This is just what I suggest because it opens you up to being able to use other fingers and stuff for your strums. But you don't have to. You can totally play like this if you want to, or like this if you want to. But this is really limited. And it also sounds very closed up, whereas this one is a lot more full sound, okay? But you have to be careful when you do this that you don't go like that and out, right? You want to go down. Okay, so I want everybody to kind of work on that this week, okay? Just work on your sound because you guys are getting the mechanics really, really good. I want you to work on your sound, and your sound is all about your strum. So make sure you don't hear the individual strings and make sure that you're like letting it go, you know, so it's a loose strum. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, what's on the bottom of your shirt, Diane? Breathe in peace. What's the rest? Breathe out love. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. We did good night, ladies, correct? Okay. And did everybody write that down? I want everyone to really think about your strum this week. And don't do it while you're playing a song. Do it separately so that you can really be listening and really thinking about it. You can, what I recommend is don't look down at your strum. Look in a screen or in a mirror so you see better here what you really look like, okay? I didn't realize that when I played I was like this, and then I started looking and realized that I was, and so I was able to open up a little bit more and get a better sound. All right, make sense? Okay, let's do alphabet song. Okay, here we go. We'll go slowly now. Okay, Diane, get that in a real good position for you. Make sure that you've got this going straight across here. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G7, C, F, G7, C, hit. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, sorry. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? All right, let's hear you play. You can play whatever speed you want. Abby, let's have you start.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Beautiful. That was great. Okay, Diane. Okay, Diane. Diane, I wanted to show you something. When you pick up your ukulele, this is what you're doing. You're getting in this like real tight little place. I want you like
I
this.
think it's, I want you to see my ukulele that I'm having a hard time adjusting.
Hey, your uke should be higher. Your ukulele should be higher on your body. Remember, do this. Go ahead and do this and bring it out and then bring it back in. Don't put it down. Don't put it down after you do that. Keep it up, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's work on that one, okay? All right, you're almost there. Okay, Christina, sorry.
It's okay.
All right, good, 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 good. Okay, so homework with this one is I want you guys to get it faster, okay? So just go a little bit faster, and then when you get that perfect, go a little bit faster, and then, but Diane, you wait till you get it really good under your hand, under your fingers, okay? All right, let's do leave it on a jet plane. Leave in, not leave it. Leave it on your jet plane. That's what I do all the time. No, not so much anymore, but I used to. Okay, so this is our down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, here we go. And I've just been starting all my, and then play on bags. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. Is the speed okay? But the dawn is breaking. Should we go a little bit slower? Am I going too fast? I'm sorry. Let's go slower. Yeah.
I just had a question. Is this the down, down, up, down, up, or the down, down, up?
We were doing it with the down, down, up, down, down, up, but it really should be with the down, down, up, down, up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but let's do it with the other one first, and then we'll switch over to it. Okay. So let's go slower. And does everybody have this one up, the one that looks like this, where I wrote it out? Everyone has that one, right? Okay.
So I didn't get a chance to print that one out, so I'm trying to.
It's okay. Let me put it up on the share screen, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay, 1, 2, see, 1, 2, 3. All my bags. Oh, wait, let's see, who's not muted? Christina, yourself.
Sorry.
It's okay. It'll just be off on the timing. 1, 2, 3. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. And then it just goes back. So kiss me. And then you just keep doing that. And I'm sorry, we started slow and then I got faster as we went. Let's just have you try playing that for me. Let's see how you're doing with it, okay, Abby?
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome, I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe,
All right,
I hate to
that is
go.
great. Really good, Abby. That was fantastic. Okay, Diane.
Okay. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say good. Whoops, I didn't do that. Say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's nearly morning. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. I
All
wanted
right, good job. No, you did
that
that.
other drum pattern.
Yeah. That was great. Okay, Christina.
Okay, so my trouble is I can't really, since I didn't print it out and I'm on my phone, it's really
Oh.
hard for me to see the words.
You want me to make it real big? I can do that. Or do you want to just wait till next time?
Probably just wait till next
Okay,
time. It's fine.
That's totally fine because I want to
Okay.
do something else. and I have no doubt that you're getting it. So I want to do one more thing. Why don't you guys practice for just a minute? I just realized that I have to do something before I can show you this. Oh, no, I don't. I've got it. Okay, great. Okay. Thought I had it. But it's been that kind of a day that I would have not had it, but I do. So, all right. So this is now our new chord exercise. You don't have to do the other one anymore. Let's see. And this one uses the new D chord and the C7 chord, and it uses the new strum pattern. All right. So let's try this. It says up here strum pattern number 2. That should say number 3. So just ignore that. All right, here we go. Ready? So we're going to start with the D chord. We're going to go super slow because of the chord changes. And I want you to practice it really slow, because remember, the most important thing is to not pause. So just go slowly so you don't need to pause. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. Oh, and I forgot. So this F, when you get the paper and you print it out, you're going to cross that out. So just ignore that. Okay. So let's start right here again on this F. You guys doing okay at this speed? Okay. So here we go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. And then the last one, you're just going to go down and let it ring. Okay. So how does that seem to you? Does it seem doable? Now, what about the chords that are hard to do, like to do from D to G7? That's a little bit tricky. So what are you going to do to practice D to G7? I can't hear you if you're showing me. If you want to get D to G7 really good, how do you practice that, Christina?
How do I practice that? Do you mean like the hammering?
No, what I mean is, so the D here at the beginning to G7, it's a little bit tricky. D to G7. So how are you going to practice that to get better at that? Are you going to do this? Let me show you 2 different ways to practice it. One way is to do it like this. So just how it's written, right? This is another way to practice it. I want you to tell me which way is better, that way or this way.
So to start off, just do the second way, right?
Exactly, just like what we did with F and C and G7 and C. You just go one chord, one chord, one chord, one strum, one strum. That's the trick. If you do this whole strum each time, it's going to take this much more time. Okay, it's going to take 8 beats, whereas if you just do 1 and 1, it takes 1 beat. All right, so just D, G7, D, G7, D, G7, then G7, C7, G7, C7. C7 to C, that's easy. You probably won't need to work on that. C to F, you already know. But now you've got F to C7, so you're probably going to want to do that one a few times, F to C7. And this is what you're going to do from now on whenever you get new chords. Any of them that are hard to play, going from one chord to another, that's how you practice it. And that is one of the secrets to becoming good on the ukulele. If you waste all of your time playing it how it's written, it'll take you forever to do it. You just play those 2 chords back and forth with one strum, and you go really slow until you can go faster. Okay, does that make sense the way I just explained it to you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so that's how I want you to practice this week. I want you to do two different ways. The first way I want you to do is just try it. Just try it and see how you do. Then after that, then think, okay, I had trouble doing D to G7. So now I'm just going to practice D, G7, D, G7, D, G7. Okay. Now I also had practiced going G7, so I'm going to do that. So you do them separately, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you do the whole thing again. Does that make sense? So you pick out the parts that are hard and practice those first. Then that's the very fastest way to learn it, okay? And learning this way is going to set you up for being able to do stuff that's much harder than this on the ukulele. You want to always find the hardest part, break it down into just that hard part, and then keep doing that over and over again. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. I'm learning the Pink Panther right now, and I'm no good at it at all. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing to practice it. Oh, that sounds bad tonight. So that's how it goes. Now, if I just, every time I pick it up, I try to play that whole thing, I'm never going to learn it, right? So instead, I'm going to go, oh, that sounds bad. I'm going to fix that. I'm not sure what's going on exactly, so I'm not going to fix it right now in front of you. But I would fix that, and then I'd work on this until I get that. I need to get it sounding better. Right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be really fun when you get that.
I know. I can't wait. I love Mancini. I'm so excited about this. So, but that's the thing, is that if all I do is just keep trying to play the whole thing, I'll never learn it. So, and it's frustrating, you know, you get to the point where you're like, I should just be able to play everything. But the goal is to keep growing, right? Keep getting better. And so you're going to keep challenging yourself. Okay? You guys are doing awesome, awesome. Okay, so I will give you this in the homework. And any questions about anything?
Oh, we have a lot of time.
Yeah, you do. And what I'll do is I'll take off the songs that you don't need to be practicing anymore, like You Are My Sunshine, and I hope you'll just keep playing them. But I do want to add in your homework with the hammers, you can hammer the D chord, and that's going to help you a lot, because the goal with the D chord is not to go 1, 2, 3, but to put down all 3 fingers at the same time. So I want you to practice the D chord like that, hitting all three strings at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to take off the hammer F and hammer G7 because I'm assuming you've got that one down, but I'm going to change it now and start having you hammer the D. Okay, got it? Okay,
Got
guys, have a wonderful week.
You
Thank
too.
you. Maybe I'll see you,
You
Abby,
too.
at the beach.
I know, that would be so great.
I want to go.
Yeah, you
Good.
Join.
I'm going to be at Mayo tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you, Abby, in the cafeteria.
Oh, I wish I was going to be there. I'm not
Oh.
there this week.
Oh, okay, of course.
I know.
I
I'll
bet
be
you
there when I
really
get
wish
back.
you were going to be there instead of San Diego. I'm so sorry that you have to miss going to Mayo and have to go to San Diego.
I know. I'm so bummed. Darn it.
Sacrifice. All right, guys, have a great week. Take care.
Bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.